Hello and welcome back to Wasteland 3. Our crew of rangers is ready. We need to go to Colorado Springs. That is our goal. We have, obviously, myself, Akko here. We have the wonderful Val. We have Crash. We have Black Eye Betty. And we have Marshall Quan. That is our team for now. Don't wanna shoot our car. I think this is how we leave. Leave headquarters. Yes. I think I will take the footpath to downtown Colorado Springs. Not sure what the difference exactly is, if one skips a certain thing or if it's just two different ways to get there. Also, last time we freed the prisoner. Lovely guy. Likes fun guy. He's a pretty fun guy. Also found some, refugees, might want to call them, that hunkered down in our base. We let them stay there. Met the Patriarch, had a little chit-chat with him. But now are on our way to Colorado Springs to support the local marshal. And that's really our first big mission aside from the kind of tutorial path, I want to say. Where we learned the ropes and then we got to the base, had lots of talking there mostly, a couple of little fights. But now we're really out and about, which is very, very exciting. Downtown Colorado Springs. What's going on here?
Dorsey's gonna die for what they done.
Okay, here are dead people. Emmeline Pease. Oh, look, what's going on here?
Don't look like marshals. Do you work for the Patriarch?
For now. Oh, well. Okay, let's keep our cards close. Why do you ask?
Judge Watkins has sentenced my son to die. Austin is all I have left. Everyone else died on the plains. He's a good boy. He never hurt anyone. I'm sure of it. Please. Maybe Watkins will listen to you.
So, what happened? Why was your son sentenced to death?
I don't even know why he was rounded up. He won't tell me. Says he's embarrassed. I know they caught him doing something wrong, but he says he never hurt anyone. If you talk to him, maybe he'll tell you what happened. Sometimes it's easier to talk to a stranger than your mother. I know that much.
Okay, so who is your son?
Austin Pease, the skinny boy up on the platform. I can't imagine he killed anyone. We've seen enough death on our way out here. He never wanted to hurt anyone, ever.
I mean, there are plenty of crimes to commit outside of hurting anyone, so what's your story?
Our family escaped the wars in the East. Tried to make our way across the plains. My husband, my other son, my daughters, one by one, picked off and killed. Now it's just the two of us, and I'm gonna lose him too.
Well, we'll see. Well, we talked to the
Please,
people.
help my son!
See what we can find out. I can't promise anything. Marshall and Forza, look at... Okay, they're all... That's pretty kinky. That's Austin Pease. Okay. What's off? I guess it's like a BDSM show. I don't judge.
Murderers!
What's going on here? A teenage prisoner is gaunt and pale. His hair is tousled and greasy, his face angular with hunger. He stares at the pillories with dread, swallowing occasionally. He sees you staring at him and snaps back in reality.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Just got a lot on my mind.
How did you get in trouble with the marshals?
Made a real big mistake. See, the Plains gangs chased my mom and me off our land. We lost everything. Heard this was a place of God-fearing people and thought they'd do right by us.
Okay.
People here kept us out in the cold, letting us starve to death while they sat inside, warm and fed. Then the Dorseys came and gave me some food and some kindness and asked me to do some vandalism.
Okay.
I figured what was the harm? I never killed no one, but I did bust some windows. Marshals caught me doing it, and they said I was working with the Dorseys. Magistrate agreed, so here I am. Mom would have tucked me out of it.
I mean, if he really just smashed some windows, he certainly doesn't deserve the death penalty. So why'd you do it?
We were starving. No two ways about it. We were going to die. Dorseys gave us food. I figured a few windows was a worthwhile trade for the bread and meat that saved our lives.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the punishment fits the crime. Exactly. I mean, it's a crime. Okay. But, I mean, we're going a little overboard here.
But what happens if I speak up now? Will they come after my mom? I can't take the chance.
So, what exactly is your sentence?
Magistrate tells me it's death. They're gonna strip me down and tie me to those things. And they're gonna let the cold do its work.
Jeez, that's a pretty gruesome way of execution.
I wonder if it'll hurt.
Wish I could tell you it won't, kid. But that'd be a lie.
Let's say we can free you. What's that worth to you?
Magistrate's a hard man. I wish I could believe it'd work. I'd do anything for someone who could get me free without hurting anybody in the process.
I mean, maybe he could join our group, right?
Yes,
He doesn't seem like a bad person,
but
from what
I'd pay
we
you back
heard.
in hard work, if you'll have me.
Okay, do you have any useful skills?
I'm used to hard work around the homestead, and I ain't too bad with a gun either. My folks made sure I could hunt and fight.
That's good.
I always dreamed of coming to the big city and being a newspaper man.
News.
You know, interviewing people, telling the truth about how things really are.
Journalist.
Sure didn't turn out like I hoped.
Not quite. Well, let me see if I can talk to the magistrate.
Nice talking to you.
Who is it? Magistrate Silas Watkins.
Death to Buchanan! Death to the...
Okay, calm down. This dour man looks out at the pillories with an expression of grim satisfaction. His sallow skin pulls tight over his face, and his thin lips press together in a hard line.
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well-digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see.
Okay, they know each other.
Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy.
Well, Austin Pease says he didn't kill anyone. What will it take to free him?
His crimes are still severe. He was part of the Dorsey uprising. He caused significant property damage. His actions diverted marshals from responding to reports of attacks, magnifying the harm the Dorseys were able to inflict. Argue a case, and I might show lenience.
I mean, I get the point. It's not just about the windows. Like, he was part of a larger group. Oh, Kiss S4 needed. What if the Rangers were to pay for his damages and assume guardianship over the power? He's not a bad kid, and he's all his mother has. Kill him, and you might as well kill her. I don't like. He seems to be the guy who doesn't care. You might as well just put her up there as well. He's too young for a death sentence. Surely you can offer him some mercy. Yeah, I don't see him being convinced by that. Okay, what if we can pay for it?
You wish to compensate the city and the owners of the damaged properties for their losses. I can facilitate that.
Okay.
That's the price in Colorado.
$200. I don't know how many we have. Hey, if I have them, here you go. Oh, $135 lost. He takes the money, writes a receipt for you, and jots a note in a bedded ledger. He tucks the ledger back into his robes.
This is irregular, but it is within my powers to grant you full custody of Austin Peace. Any further infractions he may commit are the Ranger's responsibility. I would recommend keeping him out of trouble.
Got it.
You should inform the boy. Best he hears the good news from you.
Okay.
Death to Buchanan! Death to the 100 states!
Still here. Not looking forward to what comes next.
Well, we talked to the magistrate. He says he'll release you, but you'll be working for us now.
What? Are you serious? You really saved my
fame
life?
increased.
And I get to be a ranger?
Sure.
Soon as they let me free, I'm going straight to your headquarters. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Clean guns, scrub toilets, you name it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You ain't seen the last of us.
So, maybe we can now talk to the mother again?
You Rangers are heroes. I'm gonna tell everyone what you did for my son. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, that seems to be it. So he will automatically go back to the base.
Thanks, Rangers. Can't wait to get out of here.
Okay. Is there anything else from Silas Watkins?
Rangers, what brings you here?
What's with the pillories?
They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities.
I mean, you sound lovely. Have no other punishments here?
For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup.
Gestures towards the building behind him. Death by exposure seems harsh.
Oh, to the contrary.
Oh,
It
really?
is more merciful than the
Oh.
punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs of the plains. If we did any less, they would see our nation as weak. And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel, that is not the world we inhabit.
I mean, while I do not agree with that, they at least do a good job of kind of giving, like, that, giving it a reason that he's not just cruel for cruel's sake necessarily.
And let's be honest, Judge. You
There
kind of
is
like
some
it
kind
too,
of
don't you?
truth in what he's saying. Again,
No, I
obviously
do
not
not.
agreeing with it.
I only do what the law commands.
And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss.
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city.
I like that
as
they
you
just yell
know
across
very well.
the town square.
Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the Wastelanders.
Well, let's talk about something else.
Proceed.
I have nothing to talk to you about.
Indeed.
I hope you die slow!
I hope you die slow!
Okay. Well, let's look around. Do we have anyone else that stands out here? Doesn't seem that way. Marshal Deputy.
How does it feel now?
Is that the person we have to talk to?
Dorsey scum!
Might be.
These are some of the
I hope
Dorsey
you die
bastards who
slow.
attacked the city. Shouldn't have let themselves get
How
caught.
does it feel now? Murderers!
Okay, we have a pile of corpses. The bodies of Dorsey slain in the recent incursion were tossed haphazardly into the frozen fountain.
Murderers!
What's up with you?
Mom? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
I'm not your mom. Just a minute. Can we talk to you?
Why? What do you want?
So you were expecting your mother. Where is she?
I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping.
It's alright. Do you need help?
No, please, I just need you to go away, please.
Okay. So, but you got separated? How?
There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage.
How did she escape?
One of her men took me out of the cage to... I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along.
Okay, good on you.
Stayed with them till I got here.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll let you know if we find your mom. Refugees have set up impromptu shelters around the square. Even with the city's heat, they must be freezing.
I hope you die slow. Dorsey.
Okay. Marshal Deputy.
Extra, extra!
Paper boy.
Attack on Colorado. New in town? Did you hear about what happened?
This young man is still in his teens. He carries numerous copies of newspaper, the Colorado Patriot. We hear there's been trouble.
Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back.
Alright,
Now
it's
they're holed
Sheriff
up in
Daisy
the
we need to
Garden
talk
of
to.
the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it.
Okay. What do you know about the Dorseys?
Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out.
Okay, where can I find Sheriff Daisy?
Oh, Marshal Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front.
Oh, so it's behind the Silas guy. So, you report the news around here?
Yep. I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it.
Sounds about right.
Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
So that is the Marshal Station. What is that? Okay. Okay. So I could go further here or go first to the Marshal Station. Let's go first to the Marshal. Oh, see, I didn't see the door
No
before.
regret, no repentance.
Okay, Lucia Wesson, drunk.
No mercy on your
Let's talk to
souls,
Lucia.
Colorado.
Ah, Marshals. Finally. I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians.
Rude.
Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour.
Ruffians.
Forgive me. That was unkind.
It was.
I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them, and when.
Okay. Who are you anyway?
My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
Not familiar.
But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives.
Okay. Can you tell us more about the 100 Families?
We are the founding families of Colorado Springs,
Oh.
descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado.
I see.
I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family.
Okay, so what exactly is going on here?
Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the Gods.
Excuse me, everyone. A little bit of a cough.
I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the Dorseys?
No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten.
Oh, they were part of it.
Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed.
That seems to be the general consensus there. The marshals seem a little bit overwhelmed at the moment.
That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration.
Is there anyone here who you think should get less consideration than you?
I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated.
I get that.
That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done.
I get that. You're worried about your family. I'm just kind of testing out where our mind's at. Well, we are Arizona Rangers. We are incredibly well equipped. It's me, Akko. Might have heard of me, and Val. She doesn't talk much, but she smashes and explodes a bunch.
Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be.
I mean, it's your choice.
Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
No regret! No repentance!
Can I talk to the drunk? I like talking to drunks.
Must be drunker than I thought. Did someone yell something about Dorseys?
We ain't gonna beg for our lives.
Yeah, let's look around here in the station. Anything to loot or look at? What's this? Good cop, bad cop, and swinging exposed light bulb. Classic. I guess some things never change. There is a medical crate. I like that. We have a medic pack and an injury kit. Thank you. Anything here? There's a container. Oops. Medic pack and med hypo. Lockpick 4 we would need. As we go into the other direction.
We should build some more watchtowers around the garden.
Here's a name. Talk to the people with names.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Quan.
So, what are you working on?
Reports. Lots of reports.
Sounds riveting.
The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting.
Any advice on how to handle Sheriff Daisy?
Don't blink.
Great. Can you tell us about the Marshals?
It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says.
It sounds a little disappointed.
Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
The Marshal, that is Miss Daisy. Anything else here? Coffee makers. The Marshals must go through a bunker's worth of coffee every day. So kind of like me. So we have that in common. That's good. We're bonding.
How's your family?
My mom and pa are safe. Still haven't heard from my sister. She was working near the museum when the attack started.
Jesus. Fucking Dorseys? I'm sure she's okay.
Yeah.
Oof. The city has been hit hard, that's for sure. So let's talk to Sheriff Daisy. The sheriff is a statuesque woman with graying blonde hair and a steel in her spine.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
Sounds good. We got a reward. Ranger HQ, Brick Warden, Merc Armor, Merc Helmet, Merc Leggings.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Sure,
ma'am,
can
yes,
do that.
ma'am.
Calm it down, Quan, okay? So, Lucia Wesson wants to talk to you about rescuing her family from the Dorseys.
That girl? You think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them.
What do you mean by that?
In fact, I'm going to insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
A little bit
The
worried
garden's
about
on
those
the far
methods,
side of the
but
market
okay.
square. Don't forget to take Miss Wesson with you.
Well, let's talk to Miss Wesson.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia
we
Wesson,
just talked to each
daughter
other.
of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families.
Yes, we talked to each other.
As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are.
I kind of like her. I like her outfit. She looks like a classic Western cowboy. So, what is the Garden of the Gods?
It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious.
Okay, before we go anywhere, let's talk about your combat experience, okay?
Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Okay.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
Great combo. But have you ever killed anyone?
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate.
Okay. Don't have survival 3. Are you sure you don't want to leave this to the professionals?
I know very little about you, strangers. And even if I trusted you as I would a friend, it is still my family who the Dorseys threaten. I must go.
Well... Alright.
At last.
New companion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who did we kick out? Did we kick someone out? I don't know. She has a revolver. Look at that. That's quite the outfit. What are her attributes? Awareness, good speed, intelligence, skills, small arms, weapon modding, barter, survival. Okay. Also got some... So, what's that reward that was shown? Was that something we got, or... No, it seems like something we would get. Okay. Army rifle. Oh, those knuckles. That might be something for her, right? Glass knuckles. Okay. Okay. So, I guess we have a full squad now. Oh, right, because before... I was just wondering, oh, do we have to switch someone out? But no, it's always up to 4 rangers and then 2 companions. And we only had 1 companion at that time. Alright, let's go. Garden of the Gods, here we come. Oh, we have a bus to look at.
Mercy on your soul,
Patriarch looms over the pillory, surveying the punishment of the guilty. Okay, are you guys ready?
No mercy on your soul.
It's a cat. Huh? Oh. Bummer. Deputy Marshal, okay. Is this where we have to go? Young God's face is nervous but determined. He steps forward as you approach, holding his
By
hands
order of the
up.
Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
What kind of authorization do we need?
An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed.
Why is the gate closed?
The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only.
What is through the gate?
Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace.
He clearly feels his job does not include expansive description. Really? Okay.
Good day.
Alright. Have a look at the machine shop. Ranger HQ. Okay. Maybe we should have checked out the machine shop. We will do that.
God darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know?
What's going on here?
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
The old man is shouting into the nearby shop, waving a shotgun
Hush up
around.
now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Oh, since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life.
When she notices you, an expression of relief crosses her face.
Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
What's going on here?
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them.
Why don't you ask the marshals for help?
They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Why don't you let us professionals handle this?
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types?
He shakes his head, then turns around.
You'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
That sounds good. So... is this the shop? I think this is the shop.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off! Oh, if only I had a nuke!
What is happening now? Oh, should have gotten these guys. Oh boy, this is bad. I'm a little bit squishy, so it's probably better to... we have Crash here. But that was not well planned. I should have gotten in with the other people first. Oh, that's our brass knuckle brawler. We all have to run in here. They will get a free shot at us. Let's hope they don't have anything AoE related.
Whose blood is this? Oh.
Uh-oh, Betty. Ignis.
The deluge is coming for you!
Ooh. Okay. Now. $44. Okay. Can I? She's in a little bit of trouble, so let's get her here. Out of range. What's this? Trick shot. Applies that can use in combat or exploration. Firehand can attack that has minus 50% hit chance. If this attack hits, you gain an instant 3. Okay, pretty cool. Snapshot. Never see it coming. An extremely quick attack that only costs 1 HP but has 60%. Okay. I think we are hunkered down here. Okay, Betty. Maybe move out of the way, if that helps. Okay, martial qualm. We have a 50% chance there. Okay. What does he have? Puncturing shot. Press an assault rifle attack that punctures through multiple enemies, hitting anyone in its path. Okay, that's pretty good. About a clean and reliable attack that has plus 20% hit chance, but minus 100. Okay. That would be good for this. Okay. I do it again. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that was a good use of the ability, I feel. Then we have crash. And go there. Oh, he exploded? Okay, that was pretty good. Not a good start. In all fairness, but turned out okay. So we have some dollars, Polaroid, some ammunition. Betty, how are you doing? Not great. How long? Okay, almost over. Okay, well, a little bit messy from the start. I need to remember to really organize myself before I go into combat, like get everyone in position. But yeah, that is just somewhat of a learning curve. Yes, some health. Oh, save. Well. Your thing. Let's rob him before we... Oh. Level 5. That's too bad. Ammo box. Oh, okay. Something that I noticed was that Val was on the flamethrower. We want her on the heavy gun. No. Seems to be it though. So let's talk to Cassidy.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys.
You're welcome.
Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate.
He just is down the road to the north.
And here, a little token of our appreciation.
Thanks. $37.
Come on back after we reopen the shop.
I will surely do so. Come on, everyone. Reassemble. Wait a second. I need to remember that I reload people. I'm not sure. She's a little squishy right now for someone who's melee, so I definitely need to make sure that I give her some armor. Okay, so I guess we now go further here. Snapping Jimmy Bob. Let's see. Snapping Jimmy Bob. Oh, there's the Garden of the Gods. Okay. I just don't want to run into anything that is triggering.
This here's Market Square.
Something.
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing.
Oh, wow.
Dorsey's or no Dorsey's. You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No siree. Oh, hey! New faces? Let me know if
Hate
you need
'em.
to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city.
What's your story, Jimmy Bob?
That's snapping Jimmy Bob, thank you.
What's your story, Snapping Jimmy Bob?
Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one, and now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it.
What's that contraption on the end of the stall?
Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can
Ooh.
cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it.
That's too bad. Let's trade.
Let's.
All right. Sell junk. I assume it's one of those games where I can really just sell the junk. And I don't need it for crafting or anything, I hope. If I do, maybe let me know in the comments so I can do something about it. He doesn't have any armor, which would have been something. Frozen ferret? Ammunition? How do I shoot a frozen ferret? Mods. Usable items. Miscellaneous. Okay, I guess I would hope that for junk that I can just sell the junk because I just did that. Where's... Okay, he doesn't have any health stuff. Machine turret. Okay. Interesting. Well, good to get rid of my stuff. Look around. More corpses. Colorado citizens. What's this? Junk, and what's this? More junk. That's bad. Money and some socks. Okay.
Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
Yeah, I was hiding
Mary
in the
Milk
bookseller's
Teeth,
stall.
another
Marshall stopped.
vendor.
Welcome to Mary Milk Teeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, I got you covered.
Oh,
I
wow.
can clean you up, sober you up, cure your ills, and get you ready to face the new day. Or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid. I can help with that too. What do you
Very
need?
cheery. What's your story?
Just a simple humanitarian who saw a niche that needed filling. Now, are you buying or are you talking?
Very humanitarian. We have for sale.
Remedies for regret, children. Headache pills, hair of the dog, pills for the pox, pills for the pain, and first aid kits for those of you who might have started something you couldn't finish. All guaranteed to fill you with pep and put a spring in your step. What can I get you?
Okay, let's see what you have.
Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
Okay, calm down. Okay. We have some... Okay. 39 though. That is... How many do I have left? Any left? Let's sell junk. No. What do I... Oh, there. Let's get like 3 maybe. There's another one. Tywin Jones. Up to him.
Jesus, loaves and holy mackerel!
Oh, her.
Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it.
Jeez. Can you still sell some gear?
Heck no! That mine is right in front of my stock.
We'll see what we can do.
Oh, thank God. You'd be doing me a shell of a favor.
Well, probably I will just run into it. This arm, please. Did a thing.
Wish I could get these Flipper and Marshals to take care of the dang bomb under my stall.
We just took care of it. We defused it.
Really?
Calm down.
That's great news. Here's a little something for you.
Okay.
I'm
57
back
bucks.
in business.
Helping the local economy.
Welcome to the freshly reopened Taiwan Jones's Emporium! We have everything you need, just for the asking and, well, the paying. You didn't hear this from me, Franz, but word is there's still Dorseys all around the city waiting to jump innocents such as yourself. Be sure to stock up with me,
scary.
yeah?
Tell me about yourself.
Ah, you want to hear about the wide open seas, my trusty vessel, the wild waves crashing the shores? Well, sorry, chums. I'm just here to sell stuff. What would you like?
What's with the ocean puns?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Franz.
You sell fish.
Nope. No. Wish that I did, Franz. Born and raised in Colorado Springs. Me? I've never even seen a fish in my life. Wondrous creatures, I hear.
Okay. Why not?
Sardinely.
Sardinely. Wow. What does that cost? Okay. Price for strength. Merc armor. I feel like getting some basic armor would be nice, right? Tactical armor. Pretty expensive. I feel like getting one of these. And this. Okay. Who do I want to give it though? I think Black Betty, like I said, would be good at having the little bit of heavy armor that helps. Then I guess I want to give some of it to my companions, so let's give her armor. mean, I myself am a little bit squishy, but if things go right, and I don't forget about it, I also usually try to stay away from the trouble. So that is the entry to the Garden of the Gods, right? Yes. So we have all this area to explore. We have the Kodiak there, Colorado there. Alright, I think we will take a break here. Next time exploring this plaza a little bit, and then we will head into the Garden of the Gods and hopefully take care of the Dorseys there. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please give the video a like, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Wasteland 3 tomorrow, and until next time, have a great time. Bye-bye.